Okay, good afternoon. Welcome to the first Scrutiny Committee for the civic year for Norwich City Council. Item 1 on the agenda, apologies. I've had apologies from Councillor Manning. There's no substitution there. No, thank you. Public questions and petitions. We've had no public questions and petitions as such. We have had a submission for a piece of scrutiny to consider, which we'll look at under the work programme agenda item. Do any members have any declarations of interest they need to make in relation to items being discussed today?
I'm a director of NCSO.
The NCSO, and there's a topic form for consideration there. Councillor Oliver, we've got the same declaration to make, so I'm a member of the director of NCSO. Thank you. Item 4 is the appointment of a vice chair. Do I have any nominations for vice chair, please? Seconded. Any other nominations? No, thank you. In the absence of any further nominations, Councillor McAllister is vice chair for the civic year. So, for those who were members of the committee last civic year, can I take the minutes for the 18th and the 18th of March and the 23rd of April as an accurate record and sign those off? Nods for those people present. Great, thank you. And presumably, to an officer for the steer here, that I need to do a lot of mass signing to sign off all the minutes that have happened during our Zoom meetings. Thank you. Okay, item 6 is our appoint a representative and a substitute to the Norfolk Health Overview and Scrutiny Committee. Nomination, Councillor Giles.
Councillor Oliver.
Councillor Oliver. Seconded from Councillor Thomas. Thank you. Any other nominations for our rep? Okay. Well, in which case, Councillor Oliver, you are our rep for Norfolk Health Overview and Scrutiny Committee. Anyone would like to propose either themselves or someone else as the substitute for that committee, please? Councillor Giles.
Someone second,
Lots of hands to say. Councillor Giles.
No going back.
Councillor Oliver. Any other nominations? Thank you, that's carried then. Okay, we now move on to item 7, which is to appoint a representative and substitute to the Norfolk County-wide Community Safety Partnership Scrutiny Sub-Panel. Do I have any nominations for that, please? Councillor Giles' proposal there, seconded for Councillor Giles. Councillor Thornton McAllister, thank you. Any other nominations for that? In which case that's carried. Congratulations to Councillor Giles. I think that's a continuation of work you did last civic year. Thank you. And a substitute for that committee. Do I have a nomination for substitute? Councillor Oliver, self-nominating. Seconded, thank you. Any other nominations for that? In which case that's carried. Thank you. So we're now on to item 8, which is the assessment of the Scrutiny Committee Work Programme 21-22. Before we get into the detail of that, could I invite Louise, who's our new corporate leadership team rep on Scrutiny, and will keep us in check. If you could perhaps highlight for the committee some of the ideas that you have and taking scrutiny forward and in relation to the full agenda of cabinet, etc. So over to you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm pleased to be here, stepping into Vicky's shoes to kind of lead you through scrutiny. So, in terms of the work planning, some thinking that perhaps might help. There will be some standing items that we could consider for the work plan. Those would be the business plans for the council's companies. So that would be Norwich City Services Limited and Norwich Regeneration Limited. So they could come here to scrutiny in advance of going into cabinet. I believe already the Equality Information Report comes in as a standing item, so that would remain, and budget, of course, that would come in February. Corporate performance framework, I believe I've got that right, Adam, in terms of that's a standing item. Yeah. So there are four kind of standing items there for the work plan. And in addition, so to help you kind of in your thinking, we as a senior team are looking at developing a forward plan for cabinet for the whole of this year. And we're doing that through June. So we're looking at directorate plans and priorities, and then that will flow through into cabinet forward plan. So that may help you in thinking about items that you may want to consider here at scrutiny. And so that, I think, perhaps is a suggestion from us that maybe today, just to consider items for June and July's scrutiny committees, and then meet again to consider, once that cabinet forward plan is in place, to kind of consider the rest of the year. I hope that's helpful.
Okay, great, that's very helpful, thank you. Members, you'll have been forwarded a series of topic forms with suggestions for topics, and some of which we've just heard about could be put into existing sort of ideas around particular companies, so Norwich City Services Limited and Norwich Regeneration Limited. And so, but that's something we aim to look at an extra scrutiny meeting on the 4th of November. So, something I also need to say is sort of a date, it's not really a work programme item, but for your diaries, we're hosting some scrutiny training on the 8th of July, which would be via Zoom, and have an additional meeting on the 9th of September. Lucy just talked about perhaps only setting items for the June and July meeting for the time being. So we then have an additional meeting on the 9th of September where we agree the work programme for the rest of the year. And what I will do is open up my thoughts as a starter for 10 as to what we might want to consider at the June and July meetings, and then I'll open the floor for further comment. So there's two topic forms received in relation to bins. There's one on bins on pavements and another around common bins. It's been suggested to me in discussions that we could perhaps have both of those items considered at our June meeting. It requires relatively little preparation in the great scheme of things from officers, and would be able to be ready to be scrutinised on that date. We've also had a scrutiny suggestion from a member of the public about wood burn. So I'm just trying to flip to. Yeah. So air pollution and wood burning, and it's possible to do that at the July meeting. So those are my two sort of ideas for a start of 10. As always with scrutiny, please ask any questions and make any comments. And I've got officers either side who will help with some of the technicalities about things that are possible. So opening the floor to members. Councillor Osborne, please.
On the wood burning one, have we seen that?
Yes, it was emailed out yesterday. Oh, no.
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, no, only I've seen that. I think. Sorry, apologies.
Is it possible to examine that?
Yeah, sorry. Let me read that out. It's quite a detailed request from a member of the public, but I'll read it out. So, the person would like the issue of air pollution from wood burns included on the Scrutiny work programme for this year. Data released by DEFRA in February 2021 revealed that domestic wood burning accounts for 38% of all PM2.5 emissions, particulate matter. This is more than 3 times the amount of PM2.5 produced by all road traffic in the UK, 12%. PM2.5 is some of the deadliest pollutants and are linked to a wide range of adverse health effects, including lung disease, heart disease, cancers, reduced IQ, low birth weights, poor mental health, and dementia. According to the World Health Organization, no threshold has been identified below which no damage to health is observed. Therefore, the 2005 WHO guideline limits aim to achieve the lowest possible concentrations of PM. Local authorities should be doing all they can to reduce these emissions. There's a lack of public awareness around the dangers of air pollution, particularly from wood burning, and this puts the general public at health risk. A great risk. It's also important to note that there is a link between high air pollution and cases of COVID-19. Recent years have seen an increase in the popularity of wood burning, both as a source of indoor heating, but also outdoors, the use of fire pits, bonfires, and chimneys. The DEFRA data showed that 92% of people who burn fuel domestically have alternative sources of heat, meaning they are not burning out of necessity, but for other reasons such as aesthetics or to create a homely feel. In addition, a huge amount of domestic wood burning, 46%, is from homes that are of the highest two social classes, whilst the greatest burden from air pollution falls on disadvantaged groups, children, elderly, those with pre-existing conditions, a clear social justice issue. In the past 6 months, the person said they now have 2 pubs in Norwich that have installed wood burning stoves, but there are likely more. Pub smoking ban was a huge win for public health, but the fashion for wood burning largely undoes the success. Pubs are particularly worrying as they tend to burn wood for many more hours than private residences, giving staff in particular great health risk, which they're largely oblivious to. In May 2021, there was a change in the law in an effort to reduce pollution from wood burning. Bad coal and wet wood of less than 2 cubic litres can no longer be sold, and wet wood in larger volumes must be sold with advice on how to dry it before burning. Exemptions for small foresters creates confusion. If a bag of wood lacks the new ready-to-burn stick, it is not clear if that's because it's exempt from the exempt supplier or if the regulations have been broken. In addition, businesses and individuals able to buy wet wood in large quantities are unlikely to wait 2 years to be seasoned. There's no system to ensure that much more education and awareness is needed on top of these new restrictions. Norwich City Council has the ability to add new smoke control areas. This would be a stronger additional restriction on solid fuel burning, with potential fines of up to £1,000 for those who break these rules. Norwich City Council can also use its comms to raise awareness of public health risk of wood burning, which other councils are increasingly doing. For example, in winter 2020, a group of 4 councils, New Forest, Eastleigh, Southampton, and Winchester, joined forces to send a leaflet to all residents asking them to burn less and warning of the dangers of wood smoke. Acting on wood burning in these ways could meet the people living well priority of the corporate plan. In addition, wood burning is worse for the climate than gas-fueled central heating and other alternatives. And so action here would also meet great neighbourhoods, housing and environment priority. So that's quite long, but there's a very detailed topic suggestion there. I'm going to go back to Councillor Osborne as he sort of asked it to be read out, and then I'll see Councillor Galvin and Councillor Jock. So, Councillor Osborne. Yes.
Yeah, that's a pretty small given that there's the new legislation for it, given that we want to, if councils can do anything, we want it to be done before the autumn. this is like that.
Councillor Young.
It's quite nice to have the time in
Absolutely. Councillor Young.
Thank you. I'm not disputing at all of its serious nature. The only thing is, we've got our criteria for items that we put on our agenda for the year. I was wondering about the contribution aspect of that criteria and what possible action we would take on recommendations. Also, performance as well, performance aspect of criteria in terms of how you assess the effectiveness of any recommendations made in carrying out. Because I presume we don't have any data on, well, I suppose we do, through how much data we have in there. So, I'm not disputing its serious nature, I'm just questioning how much we do about it.
There's some good questions. I'll probably ask Adam to say something about the performance aspect, but the legislation allows us as a council to do something around smoke-free areas. And that will certainly be something we get some more information if we brought it to scrutiny. It may be possible that our licensing function allows us, in conjunction with that smoke-free area legislation, to ask pubs not to use that sort of a burner. We do have a public health function, so our comms could be used to promote that as well. So I think even though it may seem that as a district council there's not a huge amount we can do, I think there are strands that we can get involved with to support this. Would you just talk about performance and there's anything more to sort of add at this stage?
Yeah, I think so in terms of the data which would be accessible, obviously there is data on air quality, so that would be something that we would be able to exclusively related to the issue off the top of my head. We might have some data within some of our stock modelling data on heating provision within the stock, the housing stock in the city. Now, whether that would actually identify anywhere where there's likelihood of, I think that would probably just be your primary source of heating. So it's unlikely, but we can look into that, see if there's anything in there which might be included. So yes, there's probably going to be a bit a gap between the issue of burning stoves and any data. You know, they're not going to be directly related, but I think there would still be some data that we could provide within the committee about some other issues. There may also be some health-related data on the prevalence of things like COPD, asthma, and some other related conditions, which might also help form a bit of a picture. Again, much wider causality.
Thank you.
I think it would be sensible to, as part of the scope of the paper, to include the causes. I think that can be
Great, thank you. Councillor Carlo next, then Councillor Fernandez.
Yes, thank you, Chair. Yes, I received a complaint from a resident in Nelson about Wilson Road and regarding their street. And so I emailed the City Council to ask if they could include an article in the petition on citizen. I haven't heard that yet. It's probably 2 weeks ago. But it would be good to get that action in place now, because obviously it takes a while to set up the petition on citizen. If we waited until July, it would be too late for the petition. But back in 2018, I think I brought a motion to the City Council on air pollution. The City Council is measures air quality in the city. and it reduces the air quality management plan for County Council. That limit would be set on PM 2.5. So there was decades. And although health feelings and things, it's never actually been addressed. And so we have
Councillor McAllister.
Broadly, I can see some merits of the wood burn stoves issue. I just had a question about whether it was better included with the wider environmental strategy. But going back to the original suggestion as well, bins, etc. I know we've got about 4 or so different bins, topic forms, and I would just hope that we could deal with all of the waste-related matters in that same topic, so that we're not duplicating the number of times officers need to come to the committee, etc. And I know that although it's not been submitted as topic form, I know James wanted to get flights on the agenda for quite some time. And I would like that to be included as well.
Okay, thank you. What I'm going to do now is I've had a few more members indicate, but I'll just take indications and submissions on the issue of wood burning before we then come back to things. That's fine, but I may have provoked some people now to talk about bins, so we'll do it in a nice package, and then we'll get back to the important issue of bins. So, Councillor Scrutiny, I think you were next on wood burning, please.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. I just wondered if this was going to be a licensing function, whether we actually have time to implement anything ahead of the autumn season. It may have to be written to policy and then go through from council's attention for that to come into effect. It depends on what kind of enforcement we need to implement. So I wonder if we've actually got time to deal with this. But as a subject, I quite like the idea of looking at it with a bit there.
And I think without which is predetermined as the outcome of the scrutiny, I think what we may end up doing is there'll be some strands to it which can be looked at now. Perhaps the thing that relates to licensing may end up having to come further down the line. So that's fine. Councillor Osborne, you are next, please.
Right now, it's communication that's on the submission is other councils have sent out communications leaflets that letter to residents in particular areas and those provided with planning. So which could get one of council journals as contribution. It does contribute to corporate goals and environmental great areas, housing.
The environment.
The environment. And environment. Yeah, so it contributes to that. And also impact on the justice as well. So they can highlight impacts the existing propositions. So it needs, I think, councils.
Thank you, Councillor Bell.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's quite, well, it's very, very timely. And although I said it's not time, there's not time to leave it. So it needs to be got on with. I just wanted to ask something about procedure. Actually, a suggested approach come up with, don't know, come up with a is the member of the public involved in drafting that suggested approach? So just say they seem to be very knowledgeable from their what's in there, so we were involved in them, and I just don't know what the process is for involving if someone puts into the scrutiny, can they now be involved in the suggested approach? They may have evidence.
Yeah, we certainly would definitely go back to them on that, and not quite sure, you know, how practical, isn't it? But yeah, the short answer is yes. I'm just not sure off the top of my head exactly what that looks like, but absolutely they would be involved in that. I'll take this on. Because as you said, this was an incredibly detailed submission that they made to us. Councillor Stewart, are you still on wood burning? Yeah, great, thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Just to respond to Councillor, yes,
Councillor Cullen, is this a comment on wood burning? Because I'm going to get onto bins.
I think that the city council is going to be reviewing is therefore the commercial plan is coming forward. And I think it was produced in 2000. So that's 5 years ago. So time to obviously choose action on the
I wish I could tell you exactly the review date of the air quality management plan, but I will take your word for it. That would sound timely, right? So yeah, in terms of timeliness, that would fit neatly. It's great to look at in June. Oh.
The air quality action plan is on the forward agenda and cabinet on the 9th of June.
It would have been nice if we then looked at this in July. So, yeah, okay, great. I'm going to get on to bins now. Oh, Councillor Thomas, sorry.
Just comment about the wood burning. As well, we can identify where wood burns are and mortality rates across the city. I think I don't think it's a really important issue. Air quality, and this is far and far from consumers and so forth. And it's right that we continue. Mortality rates, the unfairness, the inequality, that really important. Where
Yeah, excellent. Thank you for that.
In 2014, public health England published a series of reports on mortality and field and Norwich areas and in fact, I think they've done a whole video mortality is associated with some form of
Okay, great. Thank you for that. I'm going to park wood burners now because otherwise we'll end up actually doing the scrutiny rather than just deciding to do the scrutiny. So let's go on to the notion of bins. So as has been mentioned, there are a number of topic forms that relate to bins and waste in one particular way or another. So we have bins on pavements, communal bins, and we also got waste on recycling. There's the issue of fly tipping that been held. I've had discussions with officers around the capacity for doing bins on pavements and communal bins in June. We've had some suggestions from the floor that maybe we would do the fly tipping into that, and also the waste and recycling. So can I get a steer on a sort of capacity perspective about doing all four of those in one meeting, whether we think that's practical, initially from officers, and then I'll open it to member discussions.
I think that capacity in the form might be and ask for June, assuming, I'm not sure the date of the meeting, June.
24th, yeah.
I think probably have to check with this service, just, you know, some of it definitely, whether all of it is doable in June.
Because I think,
Discussion, we could just check.
yeah, some of the discussions there on the waste and recycling, some of that related to performance information, whether that, if the person gathering the performance information for the communal beans issue, whether there was some time saving, because, but I'll yeah, and then I'll bring in.
No, yeah, I think that would be
I've got councillor overall and councillor.
Last year, I think it was not discussed. I think there might be a bit of a mix up with that being, so there's three to find something to be on there. It's not like a meeting, it's like it's residents that want one thing, but yes. And I think that might be submitted instead of the light one. I mean, if you want to discuss waste recycling, I think we have to do that, but I think it should be a separate topic about how we reduce overall waste levels in the city. I think that's a separate thing to the common bit.
So as for bringing councillor from Callister, as you see it, with the issue of communal beans, and we've seen the press reports of the beans in the sort of West Pottergate area. Do you see that communal beans issue there as being linked in with the fly tip, and therefore they could be done? So yeah, I'm just trying to work out whether we can do communal beans and beans on pavements, and the communal beans includes the fly tip element, and do all of that in one meeting, which I think probably is achievable.
Last minute, communal beans and beans on pavements, the same thing. Communal beans fly tip.
I think although beans on pavements isn't the same thing, I think because it's the same service area and with the same officers involved with producing the reports, etc., it seems to me to make sense to bring it together. Even if it involves splitting the meeting in half, so as not to confuse it, just in terms of reducing the load on our officer time at the moment. I'll bring in
so the officer capacity is difficult for you. We could flip the wood burners and the bins issues.
Feel practical to me.
Shortens the day of the time scale to June. I think it would be best to be the wood burning stays the issue for July. That will leave it more time. I think that if this is split down and doesn't include the producing waste element, then that's all cheap for June.
Councillor Stewart.
Thank you. So I was just actually suggest, I think it's already been suggested that it's split into two reports at the same time. So obviously, fighting and in things go hand in hand. There's a direct correlation there. So I'd see those together. But at the same time, lots of reports.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. Councillor Giles and Councillor Walker.
I was just going to say that I would personally be in favour of having 3 or if you include an aspect of NCSL, possibly 5 meetings talking about things. I think bearing in mind this is a general scrutiny committee, there's lots of things is really important, waste is really important, there's lots of really important topics going on, and I think we want to try and concentrate things into one meeting, not I don't think NCSL, but the other topics all into one meeting possible. Yeah, otherwise, you know, it's now on scrutinising.
Absolutely. I think if we go with the two reports, one on criminal bills and flight tipping, one on bills on paper, so I think that we can reduce our bin footprint. Councillor Osborne, for making this.
So first of all, I see on the passport check that there's planning consultation on waste and recycling. That actually involves, but I don't know if that might fall into those supports. And on the lighting comment one, what I really want to happen is that it's just about lighting around communities. There's also lighting is a wider issue. Back to the original request for West 2 years ago.
Yeah, I agree with Councillor Giles. Things are important. Keeping consolidating all the issues around things. I'm very interested. I've waited 30 years to sort of things and being man. So how interesting, how aware the situation on that sort of thing down the beach. The flight thing is also important, but it's not exclusive to real things. So it would be natural to group those together.
Okay, thank you. So a member of the public who has messaged me to say that the sound quality of this meeting is awful. Yeah, not much we can do about that, really, given the setup of this room. Okay. Does anyone else have anything they wish to add on things at the moment? And if not, are we happy with the approach that those form our scrutiny items for June and July, and then we report in September and look at all the other topic forms in conjunction with the rest of the year at that point. So that correctly suggests that to determine the outcome of September's meeting, I think social inclusion, looking at that for
Yeah, so social inclusion is something which I think Adam wants to speak a bit more about, but we were essentially looking at running this as quite an outward event rather than an internal one. City Hall do it's more how can we get users, charities and service users, and actually through them within the streets to guide what else we do on social media. So we do expect that to take quite a reasonable amount of time in delivering that.
It was noted earlier that there are two topics with optimistic titles in them where they talk about following COVID-19 and that we'll be in a position to be following COVID-19 at some point during this civic year. It's I think positive. Councillor Osborne, did you indicate? I think.
Just practicing about so happy to do that. It's a half-based thing. The other thing that I think would be worth considering reasonably early on is the refinancing one. Is that looking at starting to get the budget late on this year? I think it's worth looking at being time for any proposals to make into consideration of the budget. I think we're also paying for the review of the asset portfolio and the general regulatory strategy.
Thank you. Well, we'll meet on the 9th of September. Councillor Giles.
Thanks, Chair. In terms of determining the remaining topics at 9th of September meeting. I was just thinking, we've got a date for the 16th of September, setting the topic for that meeting prior to that, because obviously we don't want to set the topic 7 days in advance.
Good point. Together actually view areas on how we might like that.
Days. That's a good point.
Yeah, we can get a steer in July meeting on what, and there might be one that has sort of leaps to the front of the queue at that point. But in terms of today and now, we've had a discussion around wood burning particulates and also bins. And I think census based, and everyone's happy that that's the way we're going to proceed in June and July. The same this is a dissenting voice, Councillor Gavin.
Oh no, I was just checking I got that right. So in the July meeting, we'll decide the 2nd of September.
Yes, that's right.
Which makes sense for me.
Yeah. Yeah, and that meeting, extra meeting in September, we'll have a proper work setting, work program setting thing for the rest of the civic year, including looking at how we get some of the outward facing. Great. Anyone else have anything to add? I think that's it. Yeah, I think we're done. We've got June, July topics. Got a plan in the September topics. You've got training data in your diary. So, brilliant. Thanks very much. Sorry? That is the 8th of July, and that will be on Zoom. Sorry, it's 4:30. The normal committee time on Zoom. So basically fits around people sort of hopefully sort of Thursday late afternoon time event. And it looks like a really good program actually. We broke down into groups and yeah, so looking forward to it, I think. And so if you can make it, please do. Old hands at Scrutiny, new members, all will get something out of it. Great.